Hello, everyone. It's your boy Snazzy. Hope you're having a amazing day. Wonderful Saturday. Right? What time is it right now? It's like 3:36 p.m. So I hope everyone's doing well. Wherever time you see this, um, I hope you're having a good night or whatever time it is. Hope you're having a good day. Right? Today's video. Right? You've seen the title. You've seen what's going on. Right? I'm pretty sure some of you guys even came across these posts on X with Kay talking about like how toxic this this fan base is, right? And she's voiced her opinion about these people, as you can see here, right? Because these people, they're outrageous, they're insane people, right? You already know the crowd of people that that are on her ass for some reason, right? They're coming at her for some reason, right? For no reason, generally speaking. I think it's mainly because she won't accept their ideas on their interpretations on the anime or characters, probably, or it's probably a mix of all those things where it's related to characters, the story, or whatever, right? right, right. And then with like quite naturally me being black, of course, right? I know I've been hearing like some of the black people were really upset about her not casting any black people for the I forgot the name of it, right? For the what is it? It's the thing you do on stage, but everyone's acting out. I forgot, right? You could probably drop it down in the comment section for me, right? But they were really mad, but she gave a reason why. It's because there was no black person in Japan that can speak fluent Japanese and act these things out. So they were still upset, even though she gave them a very reasonable excuse on why she didn't cast someone who was black at the role. But I digress, of course, right? But quite naturally, a lot of this backlash she's been getting, besides like that one, is related to the other thing I said, where they're upset at her for not accepting her interpretation, accepting their interpretations on the anime, right? And that she's rejected a lot of these people's opinions and ideas on these on this anime, and they come at her sideways because she doesn't accept them, right? Like I said, you know the audience of people, right? These are the people who, right? This group of people, they like Yuri slop, right? They like anything, especially if it's on their side of how they view things. Like they love it even if it's trash, like G Witch, for example, right? And then you have this crowd of people, right? They want representation and everything because that's all they kind of care about. By the way, yet again, I gotta mention this: I am black, and I kind of don't care about that. Like, I just want a good story, right? Right, right. I think true representation is that you're able to represent everyone, even if the person is not the same skin color or same sexuality, because you're still able to relate to people regardless of those things. But that's just me, though, right? I may sound crazy to some people, but I can relate to a lot of people without the same skin color, believe it or not. And I assume some other people are like that, right? But you can't tell these people that, though, because they will say a lot of things, right? They'll say a lot of things. You already know the things they'll say to you, right? So this is the group of people. We also seen like this one. This was very funny because it basically says what I basically what I was saying too. Because you already know, right? You already know that. It reminds me. It reminds me of you could probably list like a few other animes besides this one. My Hero Academia. Y'all know how toxic that fandom was with like its shipping culture and people's interpretations on these characters' sexuality or how their characters are going to be in the right. You can probably list the whole shebang on the toxic fandom of My Hero Academia with no issues. Right, that fandom was extremely toxic. Right next to Ruby and like a few other. There's a few other ones you can list. I'm guaranteeing it. You can list a lot. Right, list some in the chat. I mean, not in the chat, in the comment section. My bad. Right, list some in the comment section. Right, for sure. Because right, I like to see, of course, because I know I'm not tripping. Right, this whole situation reminds me of My Hero Academia all over again, and it's like, damn, like if My Hero Academia was still here, they'll still be watching that. Or they'll have, I mean, like, we have vigilantes now, but that's not going to be enough for them. If you already know, that's not going to be anything for them, right? So, I guess we'll read through some of this, right? We'll read through some of this, and I'll link it down to you guys to go check it out yourself, right? Of course. Right? So, let's get to it. The creator of Gachiakuta, K, has spoken out against fans repeatedly pushing unofficial interpretations of the series, saying she would reject settings that contradicts the story's canon. Right? Yurina recently shared a message on her Instagram story, and it's this one right here, right below. It'll show like it's basically saying the same thing, addressing ongoing interactions with fans who present their own interpretations on the series, world, and characters. In the post, she stated that while fan ideas exist, she will not accept unofficial or incorrect settings when they are brought to her as if they were canon. Right. So quite actually, I'm pretty sure you've done this. Like, you have ideas as the story is like developing, and you're trying to like predict certain things. But once you come across, like, once it gets confirmed, once you get to those points in the story, and it's like, oh, you were wrong, and you kind of just accept that. You just accept that. And most cases, people just keep their interpretations to themselves. Maybe that's just me, but I feel like most people keep their interpretations to themselves, right? I don't know, right? I feel like people do it, but I may be wrong, right? And here's the post from Instagram. I'm using that translation app. I think this is that's funny. From my perspective, this is a common sense rule, right? Actually, but if nobody says it, then things will turn into chaos. So I'll say it. She continued by describing situations where people repeatedly present unofficial ideas and demand her opinion on them. If someone brings unofficial settings or outright incorrect ones right in front of me and keeps saying, "What do you think about this? Hey, look at this. What do you think? Hey, over here." I mean, I said over here, over and over again. Of course, I'm going to reject it. Yurina also emphasizes that she is part of the official side. She's a part of the official side of Gachiakuta because she's the creator. So that's obvious. She's a part of the official the official side responsible for the series. Maybe people have forgotten, but I'm part of the official side of Gachiakuta itself. She's the creator. I think people do forget that somehow, right? But who knows, right? You already know the group of people we're talking to, right? You already know the group of people we're talking to. No logic, pure emotion, right? Right? According to the mangaka, the issue is not the existence of fan interpretations, but the reactions that sometimes follow. So, quite naturally, they get upset, they throw tantrums, you get the gist, right? You know how these people act. You know how they act. You know how they respond. You know what they do. They throw all types of tantrums. They right? You know what they're gonna say. You know what they're probably saying to her. Right? I'm pretty sure she's even like made posts about like the things that they say to her for sure, most likely, because these people have no filter. They don't know how to. These people cry about racism, but they are quick to be racist, as I would say. That's the crazy thing, right? What frustrates me is not the official settings themselves, it's the people who throw childish tantrums about them. The comments quickly spread across social media where fans begin discussion the creator's statement and the broader issue of fandom interpretations versus official canon, right? In the recent years, debates within parts of the international fandoms have occasionally emerged over character interpretations, like in My Hero Academia, of course, right? And you could probably name a few, like I said, and story details in the Gachiakuta. Some fans have promoted alternate readings of characters and settings that differ from the information presented in the manga itself. Urana's message appears to address situations where those interpretations are repeatedly brought to the creator for validation. While fans' theories and headcanons are common, quite naturally, we all have our own headcanons at some point, but until, like I said, things get confirmed and then those headcanons kind of disappear, right? Are common in many anime and manga communities. Urana's statement makes it clear that she intends to maintain a clear boundary between unofficial fan interpretations and the official canon of Gachiakuta. Right? The series have continued to grow in popularity worldwide, and discussions surrounding its characters and story has become increasingly active across online communities. Urana's message ultimately serves as a reminder that while fans creativity is a natural part of fandom culture, the final authority over a series canon still lies with its creator. Some people forget that, like she said, somehow, right? People forget that. Urana's statement also follows early debates within the international fandom after she clarified that a character some fans believed to be transgender was not running that way in the story, which sparked backlash from parts of the online community. You already know. You already know who's the one doing it. Right? It's not. It's not people like me, right? You who's watching the video, right? It's not us because we're the minority who. And we're not the minority. That's the funny part, right? I shouldn't even say that. We are the majority of the fan base. The loud minority is the one who's bitching and yelling. Right? They're the ones. They're the ones who are attacking her and giving her all the backlash. Right? Most of us we're just chilling, watching animes, and we're just going about our day. But that's that. Let me know how you guys feel about this whole situation. Leave a comment. Right? Let me know if you've seen this as well. Right? If you've seen a lot of these posts, because I've been seeing a lot of these, along with the not just these, but with a lot of the creators. I'm pretty sure y'all have seen a lot of them. Like something similar to this, where like it's not just like manga and light novels. These creators, it's the game devs from Japan as well, where they kind of just they're not targeting the Western audience anymore because of the toxic fandoms. And I guess let's give one example besides like the recent animes. G-Witch. I think Sunrise took that as a message because they're like, as soon as like they saw how that fandom was attacking them, right? Quite naturally, a lot of us we didn't like the anime, of course, right? People like me, I didn't like it, but I didn't attack Sunrise for making that anime. And I'm pretty sure some have, of course, right? I'm not gonna say like all of them are innocent, but not as much as them, right? I'm pretty sure when they didn't confirm that they were that, they got pissed. They got pissed, right? I'm pretty sure you already know that, though, right? We'll leave it at this, though. Leave a like, share, do all those amazing things. As always, stay good, stay safe, everyone. Later.